This is commonly known as flaky salt, a large grain crystallized salt that is perfect for finishing dishes with. And this is fish scale cocaine. And this is kosher salt. A lot of cooking professionals prefer this specific brand of kosher salt. It's called Diamond Crystal. It is also my favorite. The reason why a lot of cooks like to use this salt is because it's super forgiving. We could season a soup or a sauce or whatever with this much salt. And this could be the equivalent to like half to 1 teaspoon of table salt. Being more forgiving means it's more difficult to oversalt your food. And oversalting your food is bad because it is difficult to take salt back from a dish. It's not impossible in some cases, but in many cases it is. Now, there are many different brands of kosher salt and they are not the same. Just because I can be a little loosey-goosey with Diamond Crystal kosher does not mean I can be the same way with Morton's kosher salt. Because the crystalline structure is different, Morton's kosher salt can be 2 times saltier than Diamond Crystal salt. This is a really important fact because most people at home have Morton's salt and most people in the professional world prefer Diamond Crystal. And guess who's writing the books? I have a section about salt in my book where I talk about how all the recipes in here are made with Diamond Crystal. And a lot of cookbook authors will talk about the salt that they used for their recipes. So definitely pay attention to what kind of salt you're using because it can make all the difference in the food you're cooking. And also, do not cook with this. It is a great little salty, tasty garnish, but it is very unreliable to use as a cooking salt simply because it can be so many different sizes. Whatever salt you decide to use at home, make sure it's a consistent one and know that the salt that you use might have a different density and structure that makes it taste more or less salty than the salt that another person is using. And definitely consider that fact if you're trying a recipe and it ends up being too salty or not salty enough.